again where I sit down and make a load of Christmas presents. That was just yesterday, I swear, that I did that. I have a list of everything I'm making for everyone this year, and I've given myself a very small window of time to make it in again. Yesterday I did a lot of prep work with the cutting out of all of the things. I still need to do quite a bit of quilting, so there's a big long list of things to do. I have finished one of my presents. Josh does a lot of climbing and he has the worst bag for it. It doesn't fit anything, so I have made him a kit bag. He didn't want it quilted, so I've made it in a canvas version, and I've embroidered his name on the front there. And he's also got this fun little woven badge at one of the ends. So that's one thing I can tick off my list. I don't usually like making the kit bag in a canvas version because it's not how it was intended, but it does work if you're interested in making the canvas version. I also changed the pattern a little bit on the inside and added a zip pocket. I just used my Rue tote bag zip pocket pattern. So he's got a zip pocket in there and then just loads of space for all his stuff to go in. I then have lots of other things cut out, ready to go. These are, I'm going to be making a load of drawstring bags that I can use instead of having to wrap presents. And also great gifts for people. You can always use drawstring bags. I've also started making a quilted drawstring bucket bag, which has some lovely quilting on the front. This is a super easy quilt block that I found recently, and I found a good method of having just two different squares, sandwiching them and cutting and stitching them in a certain way. That means you have all of your half square triangles. So I will potentially show you how to do that in this video if I have enough time. I'm trying to get everything done today. It's not going to happen, but I only have today to film, so I just wanted to share what I'm making for Christmas, if it gives you some ideas of what you could make for people. In this pile, these are all being made into quilted boxy toiletry bags. I'm making two large ones. The first one is, again, the same quilt block as the other one. I seem to be obsessed with making that. But this needs to be quilted. Then I have this lovely Laura Ashley print, which I found a little while ago, and it's got little strawberries all over it. My grandma loves strawberries, so I'm making her a large boxy toiletry bag. And then I'm also making her a small boxy toiletry bag with this Laura Ashley print. And there is a bit of quilting in there, but it's hard to see. But I thought those two colours go very nicely together. She can have that as a little present, and I can even put some nice toiletry things inside. I was struggling with my fabric stash to think of a good fabric for some pajamas for my dad, and then I found this bed sheet that I bought ages ago from Zara Home, which is 100% cotton, and it's just screams pajama bottoms. So really nice, lightweight, sort of seersucker-y cotton. Kind of want a pair for myself. I don't know how much I've got, but if I have enough, I'll do some for my dad and my brother. With the pajamas in mind, I've made a matching hot water bottle cover. I'll start with a drawstring bucket bag, and then I'll move on to the toiletry bags, I think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film making the pajamas in this video, but we'll see. Let's get going. It's moments like this when I'm grateful I've made the sewing pattern, because if I forget how I made this, I can just look back at my pattern and jog my memory. So I've already added the pocket at the back. I've gone for this really nice Merchant & Mills fabric. I love this one. So now I just need to stitch it all together. I'm on the last step. I'm going to thread through my ties. I really need to invest in a better threading tool. This one's okay, but I can tell it's about to break. I need to get a metal threading tool, really. That would be perfect, and I'm pretty sure they do them. I love this fabric so much. I got it at a flea market last year, and at the time I didn't really think much to it. I thought, yeah, it's sweet, because it's not really got a specific pattern to it, but I just love the colour, and I don't know, there's just something about it that's always looks really nice whenever I make bags in it. And then the bit in the patchwork is vintage Laura Ashley fabric, of course. I'm going to sort these ends out, and then this one is done. Another present finished. I love how this one looks, especially with the different pocket fabric inside. They're very handy, these drawstring bucket bags. This is the large size, if you're wondering. Now I'm going to work on the toiletry bags. I'm going to work on the lining first, because that's always the bit that I put off and don't want to do. So I'm going to add the pockets to the lining and then do the quilting. And that's probably all I'm going to have time to do today, which is very annoying. Although there is a drawstring bag I really want to make. I did a little bit of embroidery on this lovely old linen, and I'm going to make this into a nice fancy present bag. So I definitely want to get that done today. Also, on a side note, I found out how to do the sort of candy cane lettering. It was ridiculously easy. You just do my normal beginner straight stitch. I don't know if it's called straight stitch, but like a continuous stitch. And then you just loop the red through the white on every stitch. And it's just so satisfying. So I've got a long train journey tomorrow. I might prep a load of these to make for people, and they could be little name places on the table. Or I might also stitch them onto present bags. Anyway, it's 1:30. We've had an hour of sewing. Let's keep going. The time is 3:15. I'm getting there with toiletry bags. just top stitching along the zip.
We're on the final stretch. Let's see if I remember how to make these bags.
I actually think it was this time last year I figured out this method for the boxy toiletry bags. And now I've got the pattern updated and everything. Definitely much quicker and easier than adding the strips of fabric. When I was trying to illustrate this step, it was just an absolute nightmare. Because how do you illustrate that? It looks a mess until it's suddenly not. If you're making the boxy toiletry bags, I would not recommend starting with the smallest size because it's actually a little bit more fiddly than the bigger sizes, especially when it comes to turning it all out. So cute. One little toiletry bag almost done. Gonna finish this. This is looking so adorable. And then I've just got this one to finish making, but I'm going to stitch this one up later because I need to take the hound for a walk. But when I'm back, I will finish this and the drawstring bag, and I think I will call that a day for sewing. I shall be back in a minute. On to the last bag of the day. Let's make this drawstring bag. A very fancy present bag indeed. It's always when you're not looking that your thread decides to run out and you stitch a whole seam. Final make for the day is done. I love the little embroidery. So cute. I could even put my mum's Christmas presents in it. One present bag complete. So let's go over what I managed to make today. We have one drawstring bucket bag, which I think is my favourite make from today. I've got 3 boxy toiletry bags, but one with this patchwork gingham, and then a little baby small boxy bag, and a big one to go with that little one. And then I didn't make this today, but we've got a kit bag. We also have one little present bag done. I managed to get through half of my list today, so I shall do the rest later on, probably like 2 days before Christmas, knowing me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found a little bit of inspiration from it, and I will see you all in my next video.